So here see, first we need to create the trees, right? So to create a tree, we need node class so that we can create nodes for that tree. So that's why we have taken this class node with three data members, data, left and right. Data for its own data, and left is the node attached, the left node attached to it, and right is the right node attached to it. So initially we are just going to create a node with its own data, and then we are going to set up left and right to that node. So here see, we have created this node class, and then we have created this main tree. So we have first created the root node, and then we set up everything else, and then similarly we have created another tree root which is starting from root 2. So after this, we are going to create all the functions. The first function that we have here is in order function, as we are going to do in order and pre-order traversals to check if a tree is subtree of another binary tree or not. So in this in order, we're gonna pass the tree or the root node for that tree, and we are going to store all the data for the nodes in order in this array. So we are passing the tree and the array. Array is the structure in which we are going to hold the result. So first comes the subtask. So first subtask is to call in order recursively for the left node, and left node is again a tree. That's why we're calling it in recursive manner. So here we are passing tree.left and the array in which we are going to store the result, and this is going to do everything recursively, and then we are doing the same for the right subtree. And in order, we know what the order is. First comes the left, and then comes the data or the node itself. So here at the second statement, we are going to add the data directly to the array, and then we are calling in order recursively for the right. Now comes the base case. Base case is when the node that we have passed to this function is none. So here we will return without doing anything. So this is it. This is the in order function, and in the same manner we are going to create pre-order function that we are going to use in our main function. Just let's change the name of this in order to pre-order, and here let's change this call to pre-order call, and again here change this to pre-order call. That's it. So we have prepared two functions, in order and pre-order, for the respective traversals. And see, in pre-order, the node comes first, and then comes the left, and then comes the right. So we are done with the traversal thing, and now we are going to create the main function. Let's call it is subtree, and in this we are going to pass the tree itself, the main tree, and the subtree. And first we will check if subtree is none, then we can say that the subtree is subtree of tree. So if subtree is none, then we will return true from this Boolean function. But if tree is none, then we can't say the same. So in this case, we will return false. Now comes the traversals. So first we will do the in order traversal. So let's create an array to store the result or to hold the result for in order traversal for both tree and subtree. So first we'll hold the result for tree, and the second array will hold the result for subtree. Now let's call in order traversal, and here let's call in order, and let's pass the tree, and first is the array in which we are going to hold the result for tree, and now let's pass subtree, and let's pass second. So after getting the results in first and second, we are going to convert first and second to strings, and we are going to check for substring. So here change the first to string, and first we need to replace the brackets. We don't need brackets, else we will get wrong result, right? So replace with empty strings, and now This is the first string, and now do the same for second. So we got two string, and now let's check if string 1 find string 2 returns -1, then return false, because this means that in string 1 string 2 is not present. So if it is false, we won't do anything further and we will return from this function call. Otherwise, we are going to go further to do the pre-order traversal. So here comes the pre-order traversal, and we are going to do it in the same manner. We will call pre-order, we will pass tree and first, and now again pre-order and pass the subtree and second. Here subtree and second, and again convert the results into strings, exclude the brackets, and check if we can find out this string 4 in string 3. So, and finally, if everything goes fine, we will return true here. So this is it, this is our function. Now we just need to invoke it to verify if this function works correct or not. So here let's call is subtree, and let's pass root 1 as the main tree, and now root 2 as the subtree. So as here you can see 367 is subtree of the first tree, so it returns true. Now let's change the input and retry this function. So here change this subtree to have 4, 5, 6. So here let's change this to 4, 5, 6. Now this must return false because this is not a subtree of the main tree. So now this returns false.